So we're going to do our second version, which is using a chair for support. So this version, you remember, is really good for any time that you don't want to come up and down off the floor a lot, or any time that you don't want to go down onto your knees. So anything going on your knees. Again, we're going to use a chair for support here. So if you don't have a chair handy, then you're welcome to go into the regular version where you come down onto the floor if that's comfortable for you. But if you have a chair handy or something that you can kind of pop your hands onto to practice at the front of your mat, then please do join us with this one. So we're going to come to stand in front of our chair or whatever we're using. Really press your feet down into the ground, pressing the floor away, reaching the crown of your head up to the sky. And then on your next inhale, we'll raise our arms up in whatever way feels good for you. And then as you exhale, fold forwards, round your spine, head heavy. As you inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. So we've got a straighter spine here. And as you exhale, we're stepping our right foot back and keeping our right knee lifted. So if you feel wobbly here, then you could stay here with your hands down. If you want a bit more stability, walk your left foot out to the left-hand side of your mat. This might feel enough. If it does, stay here for a bit of a balance here. If you want to lift up into a high lunge, then press down into your front foot, bring your hands up onto your hips, or reach your arms up overhead. Your choice, your practice. Keeping your gaze steady to help you keep your balance here. Well done, everyone. And then on your next exhale, bring both hands down. We'll step our back foot slightly forwards and our front foot slightly back. So our feet are in line here. We've got our hands onto our chair or prop and our wrists are roughly underneath our shoulders. Doesn't have to be exact. We're going to move into our cat-cow. So as you inhale, bend your knees and arch your spine. And as you exhale, press down into your hands and round your spine. So inhale, bend your knees to help you arch your spine here. And then as you exhale, press down into the ground, into the chair as you round. And then we'll inhale, come back to neutral. And then we'll come into our child's pose. So a couple of options to show you here. The first one, which is a bit more restful, a bit more like a child's pose, is to bend your knees a little, so soften your knees and bring maybe your hands down onto your prop, allow your head to hang heavy, or maybe bring your forearms onto your prop. That feels comfortable, allowing your head to hang heavy, so just hanging out here. If you want a bit more strength and a bit more of a stretch for your spine, you could bring your hands onto your chair, onto the top or onto the sides, wherever feels most stable for you. And then walk your feet back into a downward dog position. So we're walking our feet back until we feel a nice length in our spine. We can, again, keep that bend in our knees. Most important thing here is that, again, you can take a breath and you can reconnect with how you're doing, how your focus is, what's happening with your thoughts. So when you've taken a couple of breaths here, we're going to come back through on the other side with our lunge, so stepping our right foot forwards and our left foot back, depending where you came to, so coming to that lunge position, right foot forward, left foot back. You could stay with hands down or bring hands onto your hips or reach arms up overhead, finding that focus point to help your balance. Right foot can come to the right if you feel wobbly. You've always got your chair for support anytime you want to bring your hands down. And then on your next exhale, bring both hands down. We'll step our back foot forwards, lifting up halfway, lengthening our spine. And exhale, fold forwards and round. And inhale, unravel, coming all the way up with your hands. And exhale, bring your hands down to the center of your chest. Beautiful, everyone. It's all coming flooding